In my first video about Yunara, I said this, and I predicted that in the following days, her win rate will keep going up and up and up, as these players that these champions don't wait for will stop playing her because they don't find success, and then us, immobile ADC users that are used to playing something like this, will keep playing, will keep getting better at her. And so, was I right? Was I mistaken? Let's look at the data together here. And as you can see, her win rate is steadily increasing. Her pick rate goes down because people that don't know how to play her, it's not made for them. People won't generally play her. Like early game people like Draven, Lucian players most likely don't want to play Yunara because she's more of a scaling champion, right? Our jinx players love her, so we keep playing her. That's why her win rate is going up. As those people stop playing her, the people that know how to play her, the win rate is going up. And it started very low, as you can see, but it's becoming more and more and higher and higher and higher. And it's gonna reach, who knows what numbers. We're gonna look at Phreak here in a second. He's gonna tell us exactly what he expects. But it's also interesting to see how the game count is going down as well. The ban rate is going down. It was 50% almost at some point. And I think this is a very successful champion release. So let's see what Mr. Phreak here has to say.
Yunara came out last patch. Forgot to talk about her in the previous patch preview, but this champ is freaking sweet. Champ designer and everyone else who was involved did a really good job.
Okay, first of all, yes, I completely agree with you. I think the champion design is amazing. She feels so cool to play, so clean. When you have your empowered Q, the basic attacks go very, very quick. It's so satisfying. Along with all the sound effects, and it's just beautiful job. Like, this is a champion that I do not own her skin. I don't want her skin because her default base animations are just so beautiful already. I don't want anything to be changed, right? It's so good.
Job of making a really, really cool champion. Want to point out power level wise, one of the cool things that we have from our champion mastery indexed win rate sheet is we can actually not just look at win rate by day, but be like, we'll just cut out people who are first time the champion. If you're at mastery level 3.
Okay, I'm gonna cut you down there for a second, but basically what he's trying to say is when you look at the averages in general, you don't want to look at, oh, this is everybody that's playing the champion, boom, there's the data, right? Because this is the data where everybody's playing her. But if you just remove the people that don't really play her a while, it's like the data is completely different, as he's gonna say now.
3 or higher on Yunara, you have a 55% win rate on her. Now, asterisk on that is if you're the kind of player who got to Mastery 3 on Yunara, means you played a lot of games of Yunara on the same account, which means you probably tanked your win rate initially by losing a bunch of games, right? I think her, first game's win rate is in the 40s, right?
That's me. I'll show my OBG in a second. That's me, by the way.
And then when you get to the champion, your MMR is now lower than it's supposed to be. And so even if she's like only balanced, you're going to go on the way back up by playing a balanced champion, but having a lower MMR than you deserve as a player, right?
So let's assume she's supposed to be balanced. Is that real? Is that true for me? This is when I started playing her 1 week ago. This is the first day I only got one game. Like this, the problem was the high ban rates. It was so hard to play her. One game only, okay. Next day, another game, right? Cool, all good, 2 games. And then we get to see more and more and more Yunara games here and there. Yeah, but there's a lot of defeats, right? But I eventually kind of start to get the hang of her. I see how our abilities work. We get some very good games in there. Some hard games here and there, right? I feel like these games I could have won if I played better. I probably didn't know how to carry her with her yet. But then, it starts to click more and more and more, and we are just doing so good with her now. After tanking my unit initially, I have like 9 CS a minute. Like, it's beautiful. The recent games have been so good on her. Like, every other game, I'm carrying. It's just, even behind, I could definitely win these games if I played a bit better. But even then, I'm doing amazing. And right now, I'm sitting at 50% win rate, and this was lower. By the way, only 34 games is not enough data anyway, but this was lower. But I wasn't playing her more, getting better and better. It's better than Jinx right now, But again, small sample size is not good enough to say, right? But she feels so good to play. I think she's going to be nerfed maybe later.
On the other hand, Of course, the champ could actually be overpowered, don't get me wrong. I tend to believe that she's on the strong side and that long-term she'll need power taken out, but for now, she's about 47% win rate over the last 2 or 3 days. It's not moving very heavily by day. I would be shocked if she crossed generic 50% win rate anytime in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, so this video was made 3 days ago. And, you know, her win rate is slowly increasing. Now it's 47.84, right? It's getting there, you know, it's getting by like 0.2, 0.3% each day depending. But it looks like it's gonna slow down shortly. And we'll see what her win rate will be. And honestly, I'm so glad that Riot Games, actually, like I said also that I don't want them to touch her in the first I don't want them to touch her in the first to adjust her in the first patch, because people don't know how to play her yet. We need to wait a bit more to see how this champion evolves. And I think they made a great decision to not adjust her in the next patch that's coming out next week. They will not balance change her, because I feel like right now she's at least balanced and maybe even too good. Because I'm starting to see more and more tricks and how insanely powerful your empower Q is even in laning phase, and it's kind of like, whoa, she can do a lot. You'd be surprised. And people said she's bad. I kept hovering Yunara in my games. People said she's trash. My teammates wanna ban her because they don't want Yunara in their games. Or I see YouTube comments arguing, saying like, she's very bad. What am I talking about? But where are you now? Tell me.
But that said, again, we will keeping an eye on her, but the win rate, like growth by day, is slowing down. So in terms of generic win rate, it's going to be below 50 for a while. That's fine. I will continue to maintain that we should launch champions where their win rate is sub 50, but they're technically a little bit too strong long term, so that players can grow into the champion because they haven't played the 100 games of this that they've played on other champions. And so, you know, the baseline power level needs to be such that none of you have the experience, so here's some training wheels. I think that is correct. I think it's generally gone pretty well. I think this is a pretty, you know, just a very, very good champ launch overall. Seems very popular, all really good stuff. Great. Yep.
Yeah, amazing. Like legit, Riot Games W, you did such a major job with this champion. And honestly, before we end the video, I want to say, I'm going to spam her. I'll play her. I think she's a bit too strong right now. After learning her a little bit, I'm not an expert yet, by the way. But she's amazing, fun to play, and the reason why I never really played other champions, because you know me, I'm a jinx player, I'm just play jinx no matter what. She's a scaling champion, I love scaling, right? Also, Yunara is a scaling champion, so I love playing her now. But also Smolder, he's also a scaling champion. Why did I not pick up Smolder, Tony? What the hell? Well, Smolder is a caster. It's not really, you know, it's not really your basic attacker. His playstyle is way different than Jinx. So Yunara is actually the first champion since Jinx that feels fun for my playstyle. Attack speed carry, turbo scaling, very fun, satisfying basic attacks, builds crit. I love it. It's just, I might just start playing Yunara non-stop now, and whenever she's banned, whatever, I'll just play Jinx, right? That's what I'm doing right now as well. And we'll see how long it lasts, because, hey, like, I've been playing Jinx since 2013. Maybe it's time for a change, although I'll probably be a two-trick pony right now. We'll see what happens. Tell me in the comments though if you enjoy her, you played her, you didn't play her. Did you think she was too weak and then you changed your mind, or did you know about this stuff? Because this is all interesting, like champion design things that we just forget a lot of times. Like, it can be so complicated. Looking at the data is complicated. It's very easy to look at win the bad champion bad. But in reality, it's more than that. When you dig deeper, it's more than that. And honestly, Riot Games, right? People like Phreak here, like they know what they're doing. They know they're doing better than we do. Even though I think sometimes they're not doing a good job, they probably, like, they might be doing a good job and I have no idea, or they know they're doing a bad job and try to fix it actively. So it's like, they know better than me. No matter what, like, no matter what's happening, no matter how much I complain, they probably know everything already. I complain about dodge timers, Q timers, autofill, inters, whatever. I guarantee they're already working on it. He actually did say something about behavioral systems here. They're ready to implement almost all these good things, and they're just doing so much work. I just wanna take a moment to appreciate Riot Games, because other companies, I feel like, treat their customers very poorly. But Riot Games, even though it doesn't look like it, they actually treat us insanely well. I mean, just think about it. Play a free-to-play game for how many years now? And 0 pay to win? Mind blow. Anyway, see you next time, guys. Take care.